Today we're going to start out standing up, and we want to have a block and a blanket for our practice today. All right, so taking a stance in the middle of your mats, feet wider than hip width apart. And let's roll the shoulders a few times. Inhale as you come up and exhale down and back. Maybe exhale out the mouth. One more. Nice, and then turning your palms towards the world in front of you, feeling your feet grounded down to the earth, roots sinking down into the ground, crown of the head rising tall. And if you feel balanced, closing your eyes if you need a little visual to help you stay balanced here. Feel free to just soften the gaze. And imagine the dear friends that you have in your life coming to join you here, like their hands fitting into your hands here and making a big circle of dear sisterhood friends. And just take a moment as you're breathing deeply, connected down to the earth, crown to the sky, to imagine all the friends, all the connections, all the sisterhood alive in your life. Who's arriving as you welcome them into this connected circle? One more breath here. And then imagining everybody just releasing hands, but staying connected here, bringing hands to heart and bringing that connectivity of the circle to the heart, to the intention of what we may live into, what we can cultivate from that connectivity, support, community. And gently opening your eyes. With your next inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Looking up, and exhale, floating the arms out and down as you squat down, and then inhale, coming up like you're removing a sweater or a layer, releasing from what has held us, releasing, coming down, held us not in a positive way, in a restrictive, challenging, oppressive way, coming up, breathing up the wisdom of Mother Earth, moving out, coming down. And maybe speeding up here and just clearing the space, inviting in the new energy. One more. And inhale, uphold the breath in. And exhale, flow the arms out and down. Bringing the hands to the hips, and let's take some big hip circles. And just going back the other way, reversing the direction. Nice, and coming back to center here, releasing the arms by the sides, shaking them. Just releasing. And then swinging side to side here. Love taps to the body. Gratitude for being alive at this time with all the amazing people that bless your life. How fortunate we are to be here at the same time, in the same place, or have crossed paths at other times, and to stay connected. How amazing. Removing the competition, the envy, jealousy, comparisons. Letting it go. Bringing in the gratitude, the appreciation, the inspiration. May we inspire each other. Yes. So clearing out a little bit more, we're going to do some kicks out to either side with a little punch across. So just clearing out the adversarial energy and moving our bodies. So we're gonna kick out to the side with a punch across from the opposite arm. Looks like this. Then we're gonna squat down in between, come over to the other side. Do the same thing. So we're gonna move back and forth like this. And you can find a height of kicking that works for you today. And think about clearing out oppression, sexism, racism, misogyny. Like, what would you like to add? And really giving it the boot, clearing it out. Let's do one more each side. You feeling it? And then let's bounce and jump here. Releasing. Nice. And then bringing the block to the center of the mat. Here. Let's come back to standing in our grounded pose, palms open in our circle of sisterhood connected, coming back to that. Yeah, good. So here, inhale, sweep the arms out and up. We're going to interlace the hands above the head. Bring the hands to the back of the head. And then squat down, high squat. And we're going to press the hands back with the head. See if you can open your elbows. So be careful not to super overarch your low back. So tiny tuck of the tailbone. See if you can move the weight back towards the heels of your feet. Probably feel this in your quads. Maybe other places too. And then looking up. And then inhale, coming up, reaching up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Placing the hands on the block. Keep the right hand on the block. Inhale, lift left arm to the sky. Bend deeply into the right knee. Exhale, back down. Switching. Deep bend in the left knee, reaching right arm up. Exhale, down. Switching again. Really think about rotating into this twist with the body. We're going to stay here for a couple breaths. So bending deep in the right knee. And think about rotating the body, not just the arm. So arms in alignment with the heart. And body's rotating. One more inhale. And exhale, coming back down, switching. Deep bend in left knee. Reaching right arm up. Again. Twisting through the body, not just flopping the arm back and compromising the shoulder. Plug the shoulder into the body and rotate through the torso. Inhale, exhale, coming down. Switching, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, coming down. Switching. Exhale, coming down. And then hanging here, you can hold on to opposite elbows. What can you release? Soften here, 2 more breaths. With your next inhale, ragdoll or swan dive back up to standing. Bring your shoulders to your ears. Exhale out the mouth, down the back. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more time. Nice. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, interlacing the hands above the head again. Bring the hands to the back of the head. Wide elbows, sit down into that chair, heart opener. So you can move the weight back to your heels, engage a little tuck in the tailbone, and then open the heart, looking up. Expansion here. One more breath. And coming back up, inhale. And exhale, float the arms down, shake it out. Awesome. And let's come to the top of the mat and finding Tadasana pose here. Bringing your hands to your heart, connecting in again. Bringing the friendship of the circle, the connectivity through the hands to your own heart, reminding yourself you're not alone on this journey. You have so many lovely connections in your life. Maybe there's some you would like to cultivate a little bit more. It's becoming clear from this practice. From here, drop the arms down. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Interlace the hands sitting down into that opening here. Take an inhale. And then exhale, slide the hands down to the backs of the legs and slide down, feeling that energy ground to the earth. And shake the head around. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. Inhale to a flat back, hands to the shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale down, place the hands. Step the right foot back behind you, pivot the heel to the floor, and we'll windmill up for a warrior two. So finding real nice grounding through both feet, pressing down through the outside edge of the right foot. Left knee is tracking out over the toes, ribs are over hips. A lot of us have a tendency to lean and don't quite feel that in our bodies. So pulling back. So ribs over hips. And what would you like to be a warrior for today? Let's flip the hands. Inhale here. Exhale, releasing the right arm, lift the left. Inhale back to center. And exhale, side angle pose. Inhale back to center. Do that all again. Exhale, reverse. And we reverse all the warring and come into a connective place. Staying here in your side angle for 2 breaths. Opening through the right side of the body, expanding as the breath flows. And then coming back up, and we're going to lengthen the front leg. And moving into triangle pose, might want your block nearby. So we're going to reach out and then find the block, maybe under your hand, and press into it and lift the right arm up into the air. You can drop the right hip forward and rotate through the chest. This often feels really nice for the female body as we have wider hips instead of trying to stack the hips. Take a breath here. And then as you exhale, we're going to drop the right hand down, moving the block out to the right a little bit, keeping the legs where they are. And we're going to come into a revolved triangle. And lifting the left arm up. Take an inhale here. And exhale. Coming back down, moving the block out of the way, coming to the ball of the right foot, and we're going to step back to a down dog. Walking out your dog here. Taking a breath in stillness, feeling grounded through your hands and your feet. And with your next inhale, pull forward towards a plank pose. And then see if you can drop your hips, float your legs. It's fine to let them come to the floor too if you need. Coming into an up dog. Engage your core, press back. Down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, lift right leg to the sky. Exhale, bring it through to the top of the mat. High or low lunge, you can drop that back knee if you would like. Keep the left hand on the floor. We're going to rotate right arm up again and take some circles. And go back the other way. cultivating belonging, connectivity. And then dropping that back knee if it's lifted, reaching back and seeing if you can find the foot with that right hand, bending the left knee. You can flex the right foot and let the right knee fall out to the side and lifting the heart towards the sky. Now, if you can't reach your hand, you can just, your hand to your foot. You can just reach back. You can also find a strap or scarf or something. Lasso the foot. One more breath here. And releasing. Coming back to frame that front foot. Step to the top of the mat. Hang in a forward fold. Shake the head around. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. And with your next inhale, sweep the arms out and up, standing all the way up. Grab onto your left wrist with your right hand and side bend over to the right. Inhale back to center, switch hands, and side bend left. Inhale, center, palms together. Exhale. Bringing them down to the heart. Pause again. Breathe and notice. What gratitude, wisdom, connectivity, grace can we invite in and feel in our heart centers? And then we'll do the other side. I'm going to move to the other end of my mat so that I can stay facing you all. So hands to the heart with your next inhale, releasing the hands down, sweeping them out and up, interlacing the hands above the head, bring the hands to the back of the head. Sit down into this high chair, open heart pose. Send the weight into the heels. Tuck the tailbone slightly. Feel the core engaging. One more inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to release down, hands to the hips, and then slide the hands down the backs of the legs. Nice. Inhale, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale down, place the hands, step the left foot back, pivot the heel to the floor, and windmill the arms up for a warrior two on this side. So, grounding down through the feet, pressing down through the outside edge of the left foot this time. Right knee tracking out over toes. Maybe sinking down a little bit more. Check in, are your ribs stacked over your hips, or are you leaning out to the side? And what type of warrior would you like to be today? And flipping the palms, receptivity, openness. Take an inhale here. Exhale, drop the left arm, lift the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale back to center, reaching out. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, center, exhale, side angle. We'll stay here for a couple breaths, really expanding long through the whole right side of the body, maybe bending a little more into that right knee. Maybe rotating the heart towards the sky a little bit. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale, coming back up, straightening the front leg. And we're gonna come into a triangle pose, so reaching out and then finding the block underneath the hand and reaching left arm up to the sky. Can drop the left hip forward and then rotate the ribs up. Triangle twist and feeling the expansion through the body, grounding through the feet. Keep connected there. Take an inhale and exhale. Coming down, we're going to move the block out to the side a little bit. See if you can keep the legs where they are and lift. Right arm up into the air for revolved triangle. Deep breaths here. May we evolve, revolve. One more inhale and exhale, coming down. And place the hands on the mat, pivot the back foot up, and let's step back to a down dog. Walking out the dog here. Inhale, pulling forward towards a plank pose. And then see if you can drop your hips down, keeping the legs floating. Open the heart towards the world in front of you. Strong core, engage the glutes, and press back to a down dog. Inhale, lift left leg to the sky. Exhale, bring it through to the top of the mat, high or low lunge. Inhale, lifting left arm up. And as you exhale, begin to circle that arm. Big circles. All the connectivity. Let's go back the other way. And then if that back knee is lifted, drop it down and reach back with the left hand for the right foot. You can let the left knee drop out to the side and look up. Or you can just reach towards that foot. Maybe use a strap. Expanding through the heart, one more breath. And releasing, bringing the hands forward and stepping back to the top of the mat. And shake the head around. And from here, we'll sink down to come to sit on the mat. And we're going to prep the blanket here. So rolling up the blanket can make like a little bolster. Or if you have a bolster, you can use the bolster. And then we're just going to set it to the side for right now. We'll come back to that in just a moment. Back onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Placing one hand on top of each knee, begin to move your knees around in separate circles. Out, away from each other, around and back in. Going back the other way, reversing the direction. Nice, and then hugging the knees in, and we'll let the knees, both knees, drop over to the left, bringing the left hand to the right leg and stretch the right arm out to looking out over it. Let's take 2 letting go breaths. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Nice. Inhale, come back to center, realign the spine. And let the knees drop all the way over to the right, stretching left arm out. Right hand to left leg. And looking out over left arm. Sinking into the twist on this side. And let's take 2 letting go breaths here. Lovely. With your next inhale, unwind, come back to center, realign your spine. Hug your knees into your chest and then let the knees come away from each other. Reach through the inside of the knees, grabbing onto the outside of the feet or the ankles for happy baby pose. Rocking a little side to side here if you'd like. And then coming feet to the floor, rolling over to one side and pressing up, and we're going to find our blanket bolster and place it back behind us on the mat so that the middle back to head are supported here. So our hips are still on the floor. So you're welcome to just lay back over it. So this just allows for some heart opening to happen, that the shoulder blades and sides of the back can kind of soften around the blanket. Of course, if this does not feel good, just remove the blanket. If you'd like to do a little hip opening here, you can bring the soles of your feet together too. And let's take a couple breaths, bringing one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Just feeling the wisdom resides in the heart and in the gut. And also knowing that every other being has this same wisdom. When we can connect with our deeper knowing, I truly believe we do not make decisions that hurt others or the planet or ourselves. Just saying a little intention or prayer here. May it be that we are connected in beautiful, healthy, aligned ways to our own wisdom in the heart and in the gut. And then releasing from here. If you'd like to change anything, let your arms rest by your sides, or maybe your legs stretch out long, or maybe coming down off of the blanket. Feel free to do that. We're going to melt into whatever version of Shavasana feels excellent to you today. And you can imagine these palms receiving other palms of dear friends, of those who inspire you, support you. Hope you know you're not on this journey alone. We are cultivating a different reality right here, right now. And by you being on your mat, by you showing up with all that you feel and breathing and moving, this is healing. Not just for you, but also for the collective. And also the being right now. No doing required. This is healing. Bringing your awareness back to the surface of your body. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And as you're ready, bend one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor. And come to rest over on your right side. Taking a breath here and keeping your eyes closed and your attention internal. Gently press your way up to find a seat. Sitting with your eyes closed, allow these words by Claire Deal to wash over you. To look at another woman with inspiration rather than the green eyes of envy. To love another woman as a sister rather than seeing them as the enemy. To remember we each hold a love so vast and powerful it could heal the world. To realize within our femininity is a strength that can move mountains, that can either heal or crush another's soul. To take our responsibility as the wardens of Mother Earth as a privilege rather than a burden. To embrace and engage with the unspoken within and without. To heal our wounds consciously for ourselves, for our ancestors, future generations, and one another. To allow the feelings to flow through, to be acknowledged and let go, to observe, to speak from the heart, to accept our vulnerabilities as strength. Sister I see you as you speak your truth. Sister, I hold you as you claim who you are. Sister, I hold you as you rise to who you are destined to be. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart, pressing your thumbs in to feel your heartbeat, your personal pulse. And take a deep breath of gratitude, sending that gratitude from your heart out to all the cells in your being. And I invite you to carry the connectivity, the awareness, the inner knowing of this circle that you envision and know in your own life into today with you. Just notice how it changes your experience. And you know you're always standing in a circle of amazing, inspiring, supportive, aware women. Thank you for joining me for practice today. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.